Hello, hello. Welcome to the first Wednesday in June. I can't believe it. It's time for Battle of the Stitches. I'm so excited. So, oh, my hair is doing a flippy. I am enjoying Heather from, was it Strings and Yarn and Strings? It's terrible. And Teresa from Critters Crochet, she's the one who invited me to do it. And so today is the tutorial to show you about the stitch we're doing this month. So we're working from this book, 200 crochet stitches. So if you want to get this book, I should say go for it. I got mine on Amazon. It's on page 30, and it is the fan lace crochet stitch. Now, I want to preface this. Don't let this scare you. It looks really scary and hard to do, but don't let it scare you. It's not as hard as you would think. So I put this book to the side because I'm just going to go ahead and read the directions, and show you how to do it. So you want to start, so what they say is do multiple of 12 stitches, and then you add 1 and then 2 for the foundation chain. And in my in my experience, you want to do at least 24 plus 3, so 27, which is what I'm going to do, 27. So start with your slip knot. That's how I do mine. And I have I'm not sure what weight yarn it is. I'm using a 5mm hook. What I'm going to say about your hook is check your yarn, because you can really do this with a lot of different kinds of yarn, and check what size millimeter hook your yarn recommends and go with that. Because on my project I'm using a 6mm hook, and that's the recommended size. So this is just my, okay, so we're gonna chain 27. So I'm sorry, I do not have, I don't have more than one camera, so 3, 4, try to do this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now, you do 1 double crochet in from the 4th chain in the yeah, 1 double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, and then you do a crochet across. So you 1, 2, 3, 4. So do your double crochets. So do your double crochet, pull through. I'm not doing this very well. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. So yarn over, put it through, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through 2, and then pull through 2. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go down the row. And I'm sorry I don't have the editing skills yet to meet you at the end. I should have learned them ahead of time, but I am still learning, so I'm gonna try to hold this up so you can see what I'm doing. Probably the worst tutorial ever. Because what it should be is my hands. Just my hands, not my face. Because my hands get in the way. It's not too many, so... Besides, after we get through this foundation, things get more interesting. And this is your basis, knowing how to do your double crochet. If you know how to do a double crochet, you can do this stitch, or this stitch, this if you know how to do this stitch, you can do this lace, the fan lace. You know how to do a double crochet, you can do a lot of things, I found. So try not to make this boring for you. Almost done. And I'm kind of digging how my yarn matches my hook. I did not plan that. Just so you're aware. Okay, so now we have our foundation of double crochets. Okay, so step 2, we chain 3, and that's your first double crochet. counts. And then we're gonna do 2 double crochets in your first chain. So in your first stitch, 2, look like that, and then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to skip 3, and you're going to do a single crochet. So yarn in, pull out, yarn over, and then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to skip 3 stitches again, and you're going to pull through single crochet, and then you're gonna do 2 chains, and then you're gonna skip 3 again, and then you're gonna do 5 double crochets in one stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to do it again, but just back the other way. So you're going to do the same thing back on the other side. So 2, chain 2, skip 3, and single crochet, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3, single crochet, and then 1, chain 2, and then remember that first part that you skipped, that first 4, that still counts as a double crochet. So as your first stitch is your first double crochet. So you're gonna do 3 double crochets into that. So 1, oops, that came out funky. So 1, 2, and then 3. And that's your second row. It's not too bad. So then you're gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because that counts as your first double crochet, you're gonna skip that first stitch, and you're going to go to your second stitch. You're gonna double crochet into your second stitch, and because you chained 4, did that do it right? Okay, and 1, 2, then you're gonna chain 1, go into the next, just go into the next stitch, and so that's why you chained 4, because it counts, because there's a chain 1 between each double crochet. Then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to go to that chain 5, and you're just going to do a single crochet stitch, that chain 5, and then you're going to chain 2 again, go to the 5 double crochets, and you're going to chain, and you're going to do your first double crochet into one, your first one, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to double crochet into the next one, and then you're going to put a chain in between each one, but you're not going to skip any. You're just chaining 1 and going into the next one. And to make sure you just count them 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. So, and that's 5. And then again, you just mirror what you did before. So chain 2, go into that chain 5 area and do a single crochet over it. And then chain 2, go into that first double crochet on the end of the 3 that you have, and double crochet, and chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and then you're going to chain 1 into that end of that chain stitch, and that chain, because that counts as a double, as your first crochet stitch, and that is your second row. It's starting to look really cool. So second to last row, now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the only thing that you're going to do very differently here is you're just going to chain 2 between the double crochets. So you're gonna, again, because you chained 5, you have the chain 3, and then you have the 2 chains. So you're gonna skip again the first stitch and go to the second stitch. And then chain 2. Now, with this part, you're just going to skip over everything. Just go to that first, in that hump with the 5, you're just going to go straight to that first double crochet stitch, and go straight in, and you're just going to double crochet straight into that. So it's be like that, and then you're going to chain 2, and then into the next stitch. Remember, we're not skipping any stitches, we're just chaining 2 and heading into the next stitch. Darn it. That's somebody working on my deck. I'm sorry if you hear any drilling. And double crochet. And you can still count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 5. And then again, you just skip this whole part and go to the first stitch right here and do a double crochet into that first stitch. And then, my little one has tried to join. No, baby, you need to stay out. Sorry. So sorry. Oh dear. No. Now, we chain 2. I'm sorry for the interrupting. So is when you have kids, especially toddlers. Am I right? And there. Messed up my flow a little bit. And then, so we single crochet, we double crocheted, we chain 2. And then into that chain 5 that you did, you're gonna double crochet 2, and there is your 3rd row. And then your last row is just double crochets. It'll be really simple. It's just a double crochet. So you start with a chain 3 because that's your first double crochet. And then, because that's your first double crochet, you don't crochet in it. So you go in your first pocket hole and you just put 2 double crochets in there. 1, 2, and then you go into the stitch, double crochet into the stitch, and then here you go into, you do 2 in between. So in between each, because you did the 2, you do 2 double crochets between each. And then here you go to the second. It looks like 2 double crochets, which it is, but you go to the second one and you double crochet. And then you double crochet in between. And then you do 2 in between. And then you do 1 in each stitch. And 2 in between. And then 1 in the stitch. And this is my very first tutorial, so I've never done one before. And then 2. And then into the second double crochet here. We're almost done. I'm excited. Are you excited? I hope you are, because it's going to come out really pretty. I'm not talking about my own work. I'm just saying this is just a pretty, design. Whoever designed this it's pretty. It's a lot of steps. And then, okay, now we're in our last chain stitch. Now you're going to do 3, because you're going to do 2 for the in between, and then you're going to do 1 for the last double crochet. Sorry, my yarn is now I'm just going to fasten off here for myself because I'm just going to show you the stitch as a whole. And there you have your fan lace stitch. This is one whole fan lace stitch. And I hope you were able to follow along. If not, go over to Teresa's channel or Heather's channel and check them out. And see about their tutorials, or you can also get this book of 200 crochet stitches and follow the book, learn it from the book. Very good book, because I learned to do it from the book. Very easy. It was very easy to follow. And I hope you have a wonderful day and have fun and make something pretty like this. Make something pretty. Feel very proud of it. This is my first, like I said, this is my first tutorial, so I've never done it before. Hopefully I'll get to do Battle of the Stitches again later this year, and and it'll be when my kids are not are in school and I have more time, and they won't come bother me. And sorry for that interrupting with the kids. Hopefully you were still able to follow along. So thank you. I hope you again have a blessed day and have a good day. Bye.